Okay, hello everyone. Thank you so much for clicking this video. I hope you enjoyed the first one that I uploaded. I really would like to make these a regular thing. I really enjoyed doing them. They're really fun, so I hope that you guys are also having fun watching them. So yeah, go ahead and feel free to hit subscribe and like this video. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Like, I'm new here, but very excited to be here. So you guys, today I have a pick a crystal or tarot, tarot deck, whatever is calling to you, situation. We also have the same oracles we had last week, which is the Prism Oracle and our Moon deck. And then we have our pendulum that will swing at the end. And then today I also added, I wrote down what was coming up in the meditations for each crystal, so they already have a vibe going on. I'm very curious to see if these messages end up tying into your reading, because again, I did these while I was just meditating on the crystal. So let's see what comes up for you. So pile one, you have this flower agate crystal, which is so special to me. This one was a gift, and along with the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. So that's pile one. Pile two, you have this fluorite moon. Such a comforting crystal. With the crystal tarot deck, this is from Lady Luna Botanica. She just started a separate page for her crystal shop, which is so amazing if you guys are into crystals. I get a lot of mine from her. So I'll go ahead and put that in the description. And then pile three is our beautiful amethyst, who is also from her shop. This is such a healing crystal. Would you guys believe me that I take this to bed with me and put it under my pillow to sleep with? And it's amazing. With the Modern Witch tarot deck. So whatever calls to you, if it's a crystal or a tarot deck, a design, whatever it is, go with that pile. This time I'll remember to put the timestamps in the description so you can just skip through. Hello everyone that picked pile one. So if you picked the flower agate crystal, then this is your reading with the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. If you are returning from my first video, thank you so much. And if you end up just randomly finding this video, then that's awesome. Thanks for joining me. So I hope everyone is doing well. I'm really excited to see if the channeled message ties into your reading. Let's begin. Angels, ancestors, spirits, and guides, please allow me to channel these messages for everyone that picked group one. What do they need to know right now? So I will say I kind of already picked up on a vibe from when I was meditating on your crystal. Things felt very watery for some reason. Watery as in maybe emotions, but also like physical water, I feel like was coming up for you in time and nature. And we'll talk about more of that. We'll just be doing a general energy check-in for the next week. Let's see what comes up. So conflict is showing up, and we will look at what that's about. It's the second time I saw the card flash through the deck, but it didn't come out. So let's see. Let's start putting these together. there it goes again. That's the card that kept coming up for you guys. Okay, let's see what your bottom deck is. King of Swords, and your top of deck is, okay. So let's begin. Okay. So this is showing movement in like the foundations of your life, within community, if you're married, within your marriage, within like the foundation of your structure, your home structure. It's like significant to you. It does look like there is fast action happening, whether that's because you know, something became clear to you, or you heard some news that's making you want to move on something. That is showing up here. That could actually even be a moving home situation. Like, it looks like there's fast action relating to your home. Perhaps it's relating to a new opportunity that you're getting in a new way to make money, whether it's your job or a new opportunity that is going to teach you something that in the future you know will lead to something else. So the energy of this opportunity coming up is also coming up along with a sense of you holding on to something. And oftentimes we're holding on because we're scared that like we can't get more of it. So basically, I'm just using this as an example. This is not anything that is coming up in your reading. But for example, if you work a full-time job and your salary is X, and you know you're comfortable and it's okay, but you really know you should be at Y, like if Y comes up, then like don't be scared to let go of X. Does that make sense? Maybe that's a terrible example, but that's kind of like what I was thinking of when this came up. It's like holding on to something that it's like, okay, yeah, it's serving you and it served its purpose, but let's reevaluate why you're holding on. And I do see that you could be a little aloof about that. You could be a little disengaged and maybe not even realizing that you have this opportunity that's coming up for you. Like maybe you're so caught up in looking at what's going on in the, like, not caught up thinking about the past, but it's kind of like just you thinking about like you're still doing it this way, like you're still your routine and your everything you do, it's like you're just hanging on to it, doing it like one way that you have been for a while, and maybe you're not really realizing that you do have more opportunity here. Like I said, maybe you got news about something, or something became clear to you. There's a sense of there's like a message of, oh, excuse me. That was weird. I have to drink water for that one. Oh my gosh. It's like what I want to say doesn't even want to come out. This happens sometimes during the readings, but I feel like you're fighting yourself, perhaps. Like this conflict doesn't necessarily come from outside sources. I feel like you might be fighting yourself in letting go. I feel like you kind of have an idea of what it is you need to change. This could be related to home, job, a healthy way of living. Like it's something relating to like the like material realm of this world. So it shows new opportunity, but I don't feel like you are present enough or aware enough right now to even see it. And I feel like you're maybe like having conflicting thoughts, or like I said, like maybe you're fighting yourself on letting this go and being able to do this movement fully and freely how you feel like it should be like shouldn't say like it should be happening, but like deep down, you know, it could be happening. Oftentimes this Four of Cups comes up when we are bored or, like I said, disengaged in some way. We're not realizing, we're just kind of like, you know, just kind of like, I'm just gonna zone out, like not even realizing that the universe is trying to give you a new cup. So I do feel like there is opportunity here, but you know, just stay present enough and open your mind, be open-minded enough to a new way of doing things. Be open to letting go, because I can tell you right now that even though I don't necessarily know what you have going on personally, there is no loss coming out of whatever you let go. You let go, there is no loss. Like you let go, there's opportunity. And if we kept going with your story, you would see expansion. So your bottom of the deck energy is the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is very strong in like the mental realm. This is like strong air energy. So if you're an air sign, this could be showing you. So the King of Swords is very like clear, makes decisions from like the mind. Like there is no emotion involved. It's like a mental, realistic feeling about it. So that energy is present in your reading. It's like maybe you're being very realistic about it, but maybe it's like, yeah, maybe realistically, you know that you could let go. I don't know. Maybe this is what you need to work on. I definitely see these two, which is, like I said, feeling disengaged and a feeling of hanging on are like tied together, and the conflict. So your advice for your reading is rest, meditate, pray, whatever you turn to. This is a resting card. So I feel like you need to take a break from the mental part of this situation, which, you know, it's like maybe overthinking it, or maybe just, like I said, like feeling conflicted about something. And really the best thing you can do right now for yourself is rest. So that is the tarot portion of your reading. Let's see what other cards we can get, or what other messages we can get through the Oracle. I mentioned this Prism Oracle last week, how much I love it, and it's from Luna and Quartz. And I know that they were sold out for a bit, but they are coming back in stock. It's a great deck, even if you are not a tarot reader yourself. If you work an office job, you know, I would keep it at my desk at lunchtime. You know, just hold the cards and shuffle them and pull a card and see what message comes up for you. All right, Spirit, one more, please. This one when it come out. All right, we'll take bottom of the deck since one won't play out. Okay, we have growth, death. I love that. Pain and peace. Okay, so these I feel are so relevant to your reading. Remember I was saying that I didn't feel like if you let this thing go, like there was going to be loss involved, that there's actually expansion. So I feel like this is validating that. Like there is expansion to be had. Like you're not going to be losing anything. Maybe the only thing you're losing is the old way of doing things. So, and I feel like this is also confirming like death of old cycles, death of chapters that are no longer serving us. Like I know that sometimes it's conflicting and it's hard to let go, you know, but I think you're going to feel a lot better pain is coming through. So it's like, acknowledge, like, yes, maybe it is painful. Maybe change is painful, but there is more after this. This feeling is temporary. And I feel like with this resting card, I feel like maybe that will make it, like, make things a little more clear and maybe ease that pain a bit. Acknowledge it. Yes, it is painful, or it was painful, and try to let it go, especially with overtime. And then you have peace. So Spirit wants you to know that even though this transition might be painful to let go of, like, there is peace to be had here. Let's see what your moon oracles have to say. Oh, all right, we'll take those. We have work through your fears, and adjustments are required. So I feel like this is adjustments to what maybe in the past you thought you needed. Maybe it's time to reevaluate, like, really what are you getting out of it, or what do you need? So, and that is working through your fears again, and that's tied into pain. Bottom of the deck is expect powerful change. So expect powerful change to happen once you let go. So go ahead and think of a yes or no question, and we'll get this going. Hold on, let me give that a better. So yes or no question for the pendulum, and then let me get your channeled message reading while that swings. So like I said, this is the first time I did it. I wrote these out before your reading. So the pendulum says definitely. Whatever you asked it, that wants to say definitely. So here is your channeled reading. What came to me is, in the dark of the abyss, I will be with you. To me, that is a reminder that even though things might feel dark and things might get difficult, like, you are always protected. I felt like a sense of protection, like you are never alone. I want you to note that as I'm talking about this, oddly, the deck moved and the Lovers card is under there. The Lovers card signifies like two harmonious parts coming together. This could be within yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be about a relationship. So two harmonious parts coming together. But the best thing you can do is rest right now. So when I was meditating on your crystal that you picked, I did keep feeling like there's a connection to water, whether that's you enjoy water. I wrote down peace and cleanse. So I feel like time out in nature is maybe something that you would benefit from, whether that's something you already enjoy doing or maybe haven't done a lot of. I did feel a sense of peace while outdoors during the day. And I kept feeling like big rocks, like boulders, like mountains and rivers, but also like beach if you are not in a mountain place. I just kept feeling water and cleansing and a sense of peace. I felt like it's time for you to refresh your emotions. I felt like something was stagnant within you. And it's time to just kind of, I wrote down, clean out your cup and refresh emotions. And then the last thing I wrote is just think about it. Maybe you can say yes. So that was my channeled message for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it's not too long. And yeah, I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you so much, everyone. Hello, everyone. If you picked pile 2, this beautiful fluorite moon crystal, then this is your reading. Let's get a little bit of Palo Santo going. I think I almost burned my fingernail. That has happened to me so much in my life. It's not even funny. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me here. I hope that you guys resonate with this reading, and if not, I hope it's at least entertaining. So let's move your channeled message. We will read it at the end and see if it ties into your reading. So just letting you all know, this tarot deck is not a traditional illustrations. They're all crystals. So as we are going through it, I have not really used this deck. I've used it for a couple of my own personal readings. I've never used it to read on others, so I'm curious to see how it goes. So I feel like, I mean, the cards are turning themselves. We'll just go with it. I feel like this deck, I'm not sure why I felt compelled to use it, but I do feel like the crystals that are on it are our guidance for the situation. So if you like crystals, then maybe you can take note of what they are, and you can use them in your healing practices. So let's see, we got Opal, which is the Two of Swords. So this shows like you are in a place of making some kind of major decision. Let's look further into it. And by the way, BTW, love Opal. It is such a beautiful, beautiful stone. All right. I didn't say it out loud, but I did already do my meditation and my prayer for pile 2. Angels, ancestors, spirits, and guides, please allow me to channel these messages. What does pile 2 need to hear in this time? What would be helpful for them? Strength. Your situation is requiring strength. Face your fears, my loves. All right, if you came out, we got Ace of Cups. Which way do you want to be? All right, reverse the Moon. All right, so maybe this decision, maybe you feel like you're having a hard time seeing through illusions, you know, seeing the truth. I feel like you don't feel like you have clarity. Perhaps you're going through something right now. It feels, I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm just saying I feel dark, like darkness, like nighttime. Nighttime is coming through. Maybe it's the vibe of the cards, but I feel like that came through in your channeled message, which we will take a look at. Actually, let's see, which way do you want to go? Okay. So I feel like deep down you know, in reverse, 7 of Cups. Okay. So things are not maybe feeling clear for you right now. Maybe you are being faced with knowing you have to make this big decision about something. You know, it's like a decision that's going to change things, like a decision that's going to change the trajectory of maybe where you are going or where you thought you were going to be going. It does require you to, like, I don't want to say isolation, but it is a very isolated decision. Like, you are the only one that you can make this decision for yourself, whatever that is. Strength did come up. So Spirit wants to let you know, yes, like you have the strength, embody the strength, face your fears. You can do this. You can. And they also want to let you know that the energy of a renewal in your heart, a renewal of emotions with the Ace of Cups here, is upon you. Like, once you make this decision, I think you're going to feel possibly the pressure lifted, and you're going to feel this renewed sense of like, like, yes, like I did it. I made the decision. I am moving forward. And I feel like you are going to feel like you have this higher perspective of what it is, even though if right now you are in a place of having a hard time seeing through through whatever this is. Like, maybe you feel there's a sense of confusion going on, or maybe you're starting to, like, maybe you're coming out of a time when in the past you were confused about a lot of things going on in your life, or maybe you didn't have clarity, and maybe now that you're coming out of it is why you are able to even identify that you need to make these decisions that are coming upon you. So like I said, with the Moon reverse, like, it's just showing like having difficulty, like moving through. Maybe you're not wanting to address your own self in certain ways. Like, maybe there's things that you don't want to address, but they're inhibiting this decision that you have to make. But I do feel like you know, you are going to do it. You are going to make the decision, and you are going to feel so much better after. You have the Queen of Wands, which is showing like have strength in your passions. Like the Queen of Wands is very, it is a feminine energy that is passionate, and she knows what she wants and she goes after it, and she has confidence. And this doesn't mean that you are female or that you even identify as female. This just has to do with the feminine energy. And it's like tapping into that and leaning into that. And this is showing that she does live within you, this Queen of Wands. And like I said, like I feel like once you embody this and just go for it, like there's more waiting for you on the other side. Like you're not always going to be in this place of confusion or like having a difficult time making the decision. And I do want to let you know that whatever it is you're making the decision on, it does hold ground for long-term success. It does hold, it's going to build deep roots. It's like this isn't for the long haul. This isn't like a live fast, burn fast, you know? It's like, no, this, whatever it is you're choosing on, this has the potential to be successful in long term with this 10 of coins. So that is the tarot portion of your reading. We are going to do oracle cards, and then we're also going to do the pendulum with a yes or no question, so you can go ahead and start thinking about that. And then at the end, I'm going to read the message that I wrote for you before we even did this reading. So let's get started with the Prism oracle cards. These I find to be so helpful. I was mentioning, we'll get one of those in the other pile, that, you know, even if you like work an office job, if you just have these at your desk, like you don't have to know tarot or anything. I just find them helpful like on a daily. Let's see what else wants to come out for you. All right, let's check this out. We have disruption, okay. We have rest, and we have ideation. Okay, so I'm sorry if these catch a glare, they're kind of shiny cards. So with disruption, I feel like maybe you feel like this decision that you have to make is gonna like hinder you or put a disruption on what you have going on or in your life. But I don't necessarily see that it, like I said, there's cards of expansion, excuse me, there's cards of expansion that follow this decision. So I don't necessarily feel like it's gonna lead you like to a dead end. With the rest card, I feel like sometimes Spirit just wants to remind us to like, just take a break. Like, you know, whatever you do for yourself to, like, you know, rest in a real like way, in like a mental way. Like do that, even if it's like, you know, zoning out on Netflix or whatever. I know sometimes I just love doing that myself. So this ideation card, let me actually look at it in the book. I'm going to read you guys what it says. I have not pulled it before actually. So this says, this card is about the growth of ideas and new projects in your life. Now is the time to focus on creating a safe space for your creative endeavors. This moment is just for you and your project. Let your ideas grow while you nurture and care for them. Enjoy the special time. So I actually love that, because with the Two of Swords, remember I said it's like feels like isolation, but it's more like you doing it, like it's just you. I feel like this along with the rest card just kind of all go together. Like you just need a rest, nurture your idea, and make your decision, you know, like don't be afraid of this disruption, because I only see expansion and growth after that. So let's swing your pendulum while I pull the moon cards. So go ahead and think of a yes or no question, and we'll see what that has to say. And let's get some moon cards at the same time. I feel like we have a lot going on, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, if you like all of the I guess the jazz we have going on. I don't know what to call it. All the components to the reading. So your answer, the pendulum is saying maybe, maybe. All right, let's see what your moon cards have to say. Bottom of the deck is confidence is your key to success. I love that when you have to make a big decision. And also, you know, this with the lion, it's like Leo vibes are coming out. And this with the strength card is also Leo vibes. So maybe you are a Leo, or you don't have to be at all, but that fire energy is coming through. And I love that. I mean, confidence and strength just go together. So I love the validation for you. We have nothing will come of this situation. So perhaps that's nothing will come of you not changing anything, or maybe nothing will come of something that you already know that maybe it's what you need to decide on, or maybe it's relating to the question of the pendulum. And your last card is bring love into the situation. So I definitely feel like you resting is showing yourself love. If there's other people involved, you know, bring love to the situation. Because honestly, like when we don't, like things just usually don't turn out for the best. All right, so let's see what your channeled message says. I honestly don't remember what I wrote down on these until I read them again. Okay. This says, I need time to heal. Okay. Yeah. So you got the rest card. I feel like you do need time. You do need restful time in order to make the decisions that are best going to suit you. So yes, I stand behind that still. Okay. Oh, I do want to talk about this because I kept feeling something about the holidays. I kept feeling a sense of togetherness and family, but along with, I hate to say it, but along with like stress and anxiety, or like a sense of anxiety, I should say. I don't know how those two were related, but I feel like I wrote down, think back to around December 21st. That was the Great Conjunction, and a time where we were like gonna begin like a big transitional time. So think back to around the holidays. The holidays popped up twice when I was meditating, which was kind of weird. And also nighttime kept coming up. I wrote down slightly anxious, and I kept feeling cold and dark, but not in like a nightmarish way, but like in a the time, you know, if you're in the US, you know, how we change like to daylight savings and standard time. So it just felt like it was just like dark, like there. So I linked it to the winter. So I feel like something from back then is coming back that maybe needs to be readdressed or resolved in some way, or something about that triggered this situation you have to decide on. But I also think that that equals it triggered growth. At the end of the day, it's going to trigger growth. So I wrote down self-love. There's an inner transition happening. So I love that. You got bring love into the situation. So it's like bring love to yourself. I did kind of see like online and social media, like, I don't want to say putting a hindrance, but maybe like distracting you, or making you think about things that aren't helping you in this situation, is what I kept feeling. I kept seeing late night scrolling. That's what I saw, late night scrolling. So take it or leave it. Maybe that's not for you. And then I wrote down, oh, I love this. I wrote down, it's okay to do it scared, but do it anyway. So strength, you have the strength to face your fears. Okay. I hope you enjoyed your reading, everybody. If you did, please, I'm going to go ahead and say it, subscribe and hit the like button so that I know that you like these and you want me to keep doing them. I know I enjoy them, but, you know, we're in this together. So thank you so much, everyone. Hello, friends. If you are the pile that picked this beautiful amethyst, pile 3, the Modern Witch Tarot, then this is your reading. I love looking at this cluster. It's so pretty. That is your channeled message. Let's put it there for after. And today we are going to do some tarot, some oracle cards. We have a pendulum reading at the end with a yes or no question. So if you want to start thinking about that. And then at the end, we're going to have your channeled message that was downloaded while I was meditating. So, two things. The last two piles have been very different in vibe and feel. And the messages have tied into the tarot and the oracles. So I'm curious as to yours. I don't even remember what I wrote. If it's gonna match up. So this is a brand new deck that was gifted to me by my very good friend Jill from Luna and Quartz. She carries this deck in her store. It's called the Modern Witch Tarot. All right. Let's see. So I shuffled it really well the day that I got it, and I did a short little reading for myself. Okay, pile 3. We have a lot of cards, so these all just kind of shot out. I am gonna lay them out in the order that they, or I should say in the reversal order that they came out. So the Tower, it was not reversed, but I feel like it is reversed in your situation. Just, we will go over both meanings, but I feel like there's some imbalances going on. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's see, back of the deck is Knight of Cups reversed. So many reversals with you guys. Wow. You know, all right, we are gonna talk about these like they are not reversed and with the reversal. So you can take, you know, whatever resonates and leave the rest, but I have a feeling like we'll talk about it. We will talk about it. I'm not making sense because I'm just like thinking at the same time, or feeling, I should say. Okay, so there is a sense of recovery that I am picking up from your reading without going too deep. So I feel like something major shifted. There was a big situation that just changed the playing field for you. Now, the Tower, when it flew out, it was upright, which means an upheaval is currently happening or will happen in the near future. A lot of the times we see what this is. We see what's coming because it's something that hasn't been working for a long time, and the universe is telling us you are done and you get pushed out the window. When it is reversed, that's like the after period, the recovery, or perhaps you did not end up having a Tower moment because you avoided it in some way because you did the work. So let's start from the beginning. So this is feeling and showing like you are in a place of imbalance, like something is throwing you off. These things you used to be very passionate about, like I feel like you're finding yourself having a hard time with things that in the past were working very well for you. With the Moon reversed, it's showing that you are having a hard time seeing through illusions right now. Maybe you're having a hard time making sense of things, or maybe there's things about yourself that you don't want to address. I would like to suggest that you check out pile 2 if you feel inclined. I feel like there may be messages in there, or maybe these are all just tying together. You guys will have to let me know. Because they also had the Moon card reversed in the same position. But anyway, so the energy of you, like you worked towards something and now you're like watching your ships come in. Like you are at a time where you have options. And it's things that at one point or another you were passionate about. I do see fire in your reading. And there's also a lot of earth energy, perhaps secrets from the past that need to come to light are holding you back. I'm not sure why I felt like I had to say that, but there it is. So like I said, with the Three of Wands, it's in a situation where you have options and you have your ships coming in. Now, whether or not these things that are coming in for you are things that you still want, I feel like maybe because you are feeling imbalanced, you're not like feeling about them like you used to. Like there's a sense of maybe when you were manifesting these things, you were thinking one thing and then now the feelings have changed for some reason, but something has thrown you off. You there's anxiety and sleeplessness coming through your reading. So a king and a queen showed up and they both showed up reversed. So this could be you, that you are imbalanced in all of, I'm not going to say all areas of your life, but all areas relating to things that you used to be excited about, that make you passionate. They feel kind of volatile, to be honest. It's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. With these counterparts reversed, if this is relating to a relationship situation, this just shows both people being like off balance, off kilter, like no one is operating in a high vibration. You are being called to restore balance here with the Two of Pentacles reversed. When it is reversed, it's like you're being asked to stop, reevaluate. What are you giving your energy to? What are you giving your time, money, energy to? Because whatever that is, it's not flowing for you right now. So let's read this as reversed. If you continue down this path, it could lead to something like disruptive or a jarring change for you. You do have the power to change the tide. Like like you do have the power to avoid whatever the crumbling of this structure. It feels like you're working hard at keeping something together, and that's not gonna work forever, if that makes sense. With the Tower reversed, if you are recovering from a life-changing situation that has recently happened to you, I do see that there is a new opportunity here in the realm of home or work, or there's just like a new beginning here. There's a new opportunity that you can grab. So it might not come knocking at your door, but it is going to come, and it is up to you to accept it. And that is like that's like your beginning, like your start after this Tower situation. I do feel like whatever happened here is related to a past situation that needed to come back and be corrected. So take that for what it is. This just does indicate that there is a past situation that just needed to come back and be corrected, and the scales needed to be balanced again. And perhaps this was giving you a sense of anxiety over it. But I can tell you that it's with all these reversals that you have going on, like if you correcting this, or if this situation being corrected is going to lead to all of these cards being able to be turned upright and you're operating where you should be at a higher vibration and in a way that is going to be of benefit to you, then then it's just kind of like the bridge that you have to cross. So the energy of the back of the deck is a reverse Knight of Cups. So whatever, followed by the Devil. So all of these are reversed. Let me give this deck a really good shuffle and see what comes of it. Because I do see a lot of reversals, and like I said, I only shuffled it that one time. But with the reverse Knight of Cups, and you also have, so I feel like the feeling of you like holding on to something, or maybe it's about you letting go, but and maybe it doesn't feel good. And I feel like my own advice to you, it's like follow your intuition. The energy, so all of these are coming out reversed, but the energy of the Four of Cups is one of like being bored or like so disconnected with our surroundings that maybe we don't see an opportunity coming coming forward. Since it is reversed, it could show you like coming out of a situation where maybe you were disengaged or bored and it was keeping you from seeing the truth. With the Four of Pentacles, upright, this is a card about holding on and evaluating why we're holding on. So reversed, it could show you coming out of a situation where you were holding on to the wrong things. This could be related to you, like how I mentioned, secrets or like information that is still hidden, could be tied to what was needed, like what you needed to let go of. So that is your tarot reading. Let's get some Prism Oracle cards for you and see what further guidance they have for us today. All right, that's too many. We'll take those two. So we have illumination, protection, so I feel I like that illumination came up because the moon has to do with darkness. So I do feel like you are your own light. Like in this dark, I feel like there is a light in the situation. I'll also read what the book has to say about it. So fear, I feel like comes, let's check the bottom of the deck, creativity. Okay, so let's check what the book has to say about illumination. I'm curious about this one. All right. Drawing this card is like turning on a light in a pitch black room. When the room is dark, it can feel unfamiliar, scary, and mysterious. However, once the lights are on, you can see and feel the truth of your situation and approach what you've illuminated with the deeper knowing and ease. So, yeah, I like that it came up with fear because I feel like once the light comes on, like there is no darkness to be afraid of. So with protection, Spirit wants to remind you that you are protected in this situation. You are not alone. You are protected, and fear is something that it's almost like the strength card. It's like acknowledging your fears and having the courage to face them. So it's like, yes, I am afraid of that, but I have the courage to get past this. I have the courage to move through this. Let's see what your moon oracles have to say. And at the same time, we will do the pendulum reading. So you can go ahead and think of a yes or no question, and then let's see what the pendulum has to say. I like that I finally got it working. Last week I thought it was broken. You got expect powerful change, work through your fears. You actually got, I'll take 3. So expect powerful change, work through your fears. It's time to release negativity. And we'll take this one, show the world the real you. Your answer is, okay, and then I'm also going to take this one. You're very close to achieving your goal, and your answer is maybe on the pendulum. All right, so let's take a look at your channeled reading, your channeled message, I should say. Let's see. Forgot what I wrote. Okay, so the first one of the messages I got is, and one day it all made sense. I kind of love that with the illumination card, because it's like, and one day I turned on the lights and I saw what was in the dark. I did feel excitement when I was shuffling your deck and when I was meditating on your crystal. I did feel a sense of excitement, and I felt a sense of clarity and overcoming something. So again, illumination is tying into that clarity. I feel a new chapter is beginning for you. I feel like it's a time of acceptance and love. So accepting and loving, I wrote down. So maybe it's accepting of your circumstances, accepting of where you are at in life, and loving yourself regardless. Or maybe that's to the situation around you, however that applies. I wrote down, even if it's not like I imagined, I got what was meant for me. So maybe sometimes the way we had pictured things, isn't necessarily how things pan out, but what is meant for you will be so much more like awesome and amazing than you could have imagined. I wrote down open to new possibilities. So maybe now you will be open to new possibilities. Perhaps you've gained new perspectives that are helping in your growth and helping in your expansion. And I wrote down, you are the magician. So this means you can make anything happen in your life. You can manifest anything you want. Any life changes that you want to make, any obstacles that you want to overcome, regardless of how you are feeling in this moment, you have the power to change that and to manifest the life that you want and that you deserve. So that is your reading, group 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.